Siema, z tej strony Big Bad Dice, grałem w Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 i w trakcie poszukiwań jesteśmy mordercy kobiet. Ale już coraz bliżej chyba rozwiązania questa. Jestem ciekawy, jak to się skończy. Do G punktu, tak? Jedziemy. Mam ten szal. Chyba. Tak, mam. Więc musimy ją teraz odnaleźć. On się pewnie gdzieś chowa. A się pierdolę gałąź i będę leżał i krzyczał. Ale ładnie się odbija.
Here, Matt. Search.
O, krew tu jest! Kto to za nią jechał tak daleko?
Good dog, Matt. Show me. Look what I have for you.
I co, nic tu nie ma. Dobra, idźmy tymi śladami, spróbujmy. Zakrwawione, widzicie? Jakaś szmata. Koniec śladów. Może to w tą stronę powinienem iść raczej. Gdzie on mnie zaprowadził, ten pies wredny? A to tutaj gdzieś jest tylko.
This must be that basket of silver Zdena was carrying with her. She wouldn't have just left that here. But where did it come from? Maybe it rolled down the hill?
A, czyli tak bardziej kierowane będzie, tak? Jest! O nie!
Poor thing. She didn't get very far. Ugh. She's been lying here a long time. At first glance, this body isn't as mutilated as the others. Unfortunately, I can't tell if somebody struck, but her head is smashed in. Oh, she must have put up a fight. Oh, she's all stuck to her clothes. The rips are odd. Like someone was looking for something. Oh, I can't make much out by now. Did the murderer torture her? Oh, my God. How did it get inside her? Was she trying to hide it? Or was it put? Well, that's enough. But what is it all? I'd say she put up a decent fight, and that's about all I can find out. But that ring is a good lead.
Dobra. I teraz do wypalaczy, tak? Danemark. No pewnie ten typ śpi już. Lipa trochę w tej porze tam jechać. O, tu coś się dzieje.
Whoa, whoa.
Obóz. Chyba wcześniej tu byłem, coś innego robiłem i pozabijałem ich wszystkich.
Quick!
Więcej krwi. Sygnet. Raczej nie barda, tylko albo księdza, albo kogoś jeszcze innego. Już tego śledczego całego. Może trzeba poczekać, co? Zakrwawiony cały. Breja całą noc należy tutaj, co, Henryk? Dalicie! Dobra, poczekajmy.
I need to ask you something.
I don't have time for that.
Tygara zapytaj. Kogo? Kto to sztygar? Ładnie tutaj.
I'm sorry.
Brzezina! Ciebie szukam, typie.
I'm looking for someone named Stanya.
You're in a charcoal camp, fella. What would a woman be doing?
But you know Stanya.
Aye,
I'm looking for the killer of a girl in town. And I heard that...
that's true. She told me something like that.
So you don't know what became of her?
I really don't know, mate. But even if I did know...
Lumir himself, the Kuttenberg bailiff's former scribe, gave...
Well, I remember Lumir.
But what?
Sorry, but after all that happened...
So Stanya...
Aye. She's hiding with us.
Can I speak to her?
If it'll help you. But be nice to her. Take care, friend.
Przyjdzie tak, jeszcze im po śmieci. Nażar.
Good's a bow to you, for God's sake? What a waste of money. Did you hear that a kid
Who are you? If you came here, I'm not afraid of...
Don't be afraid.
Barton sent you to me.
Lumir thought you were dead. I was supposed...
Lumir.
Exactly. Someone killed a girl, and so maybe you could help us find out who...
How can I help you when I haven't been in Kuttenberg since... I don't...
You disappeared from the hole in the wall without saying goodbye.
Someone attacked me when I was coming home from the baths one night. I managed to get away, but I was...
Did you see...
Not at all. I didn't see anything until he jumped out of the... and he was terribly strong.
And how did you manage to break free?
I had an empty pitcher in my hand, and I hit him with it. He howled...
Here?
No. First to my room, and I was so scared there.
And your lover?
At first he was horrified, because I had cut myself. He's been hiding me here since.
What was it like?
Well, I earned a few groschen, that I did, but I often had to grit my teeth.
How so?
Every single day I had to put up with their lewd remarks. Rich or poor, everyone wants to grope a girl. People, well, us girls have to watch out. We can't just put up with it, and sometimes we have to be tough, especially in a place like the Hole. But you can't overdo it either. That's no good.
How so?
Because if you smile at them nicely, then sometimes they leave a groschen, or even two. You have to keep a balance. To look friendly, but
You said that rich or poor, they all...
truth be told, the Hole isn't exactly a good place for a rich man. But young von Groll used to go there for a while.
Is that so?
He smiled at me a lot, so I smiled back. But beyond then, this thieving wench started hanging around him and... Oh,
O,
doesn't matter. But that servant of his didn't like it, tried to drive her away, and so the young lord stopped.
Von Groller had a servant with him.
Aye, a pudgy fella. Well, he never said a word or smiled.
You walked home from...
What's so odd about...
Well,
Ah, right. I always brought the girls a pitcher of wine or ale and took a bath while they drank.
ah. So that...
Right. I went there regularly.
The same way every time.
Aye, always the same way. The shortest.
And who knew that you went by yourself?
Well, everyone from the...
Why didn't you go back?
Just to get murdered there. I'm never going...
How are you now?
I'm still... And I can't even really leave...
Do you remember anything important about the attacker? What he looked like? What he was wearing?
I don't know anything. It was at night. He grabbed me from behind, and then I ran and never turned back.
And what about when you hit him? What did he do?
He let me go and cursed.
Aha. And what did...
He said Scheisse.
Seems you're the only one to survive. I know it isn't easy for you to think about it. Or when you were running away. Anything can help it.
I don't know.
You were walking down the street.
No.
You didn't see anything or hear it.
Actually, I knew the side street wasn't empty. But when I looked, there was nobody there.
Did you understand what they were talking?
Not at all. But
It's difficult, I understand. Aside from those voices and the empty...
I didn't hear him at all.
And nothing else?
Well, no. Just for a moment. But I still had a big bruise round. Barton said the man must have had a terribly strong grip.
Couldn't it have been Father
Father Prokop.
Oh, he's pretty old.
I don't know him. And if he's an old man...
Couldn't it have been that innkeeper then?
Aye, when he drinks, he turns into a... Only when I got to my room, I could hear him snore.
I heard William liked pretending to be a...
Aye, I thought it pretty silly. Though I reckon he's more likely to attract an ask.
I reckon...
I'm sorry I'm not able...
Oh, you don't need to apologise. You didn't do any...
Thank you. Could I...
If it's in my power...
When you catch that bastard, would you please let me know?
I'll stop by if I can.
Farewell, my friend.
Czyli co, zostało tylko zdać raport dla Kaśki. Kateryny. A najpierw tutaj, tak? O. Nie.
Be careful. It isn't all you want. Hey, Pup! Come here!
No tu żygał wcześniej, tak?
I found out some interesting things about those murders.
That's wonderful news. I promised Catherine we'd wait for her.
You know Catherine?
She came to see me soon after you did.
Will you send for her? So, we're all here.
I hope nobody else shows up. How did it go?
I reckon I've found out all I can.
And do you know who the murderer...
Not exactly.
I've asked around a bit, and
Is that so? See, I was trying to recall some...
I didn't do all this for nothing, did I?
Well,
Catherine, who do you...
well, I think it was.
that's nonsense.
Couldn't have. Then who do you think...
Nie mógł, bo za słaby
It has
jest.
to be William. Nobody else?
Ah, now you're talking nonsense.
So I see we disagree. Too bad.
Well, who do you?
I'm not entirely sure. First, I'll tell you what I found.
Go on then.
Let's talk about Yarka.
What did you learn about her?
To ten groll łączy wszystko.
Yarka started working for the Von Groller family.
I was there to ask whether she'd given them any trouble.
Ah, so what's the story with?
A very wealthy and... The mother is quite devout, known to spend a lot of time in prayer.
So who runs a?
That would be young Hendel. They say...
Prokop didn't just raise her out of the goodness of his heart. He was...
Really? But he's.
His own relative.
Why not? He's a priest. I'm sure he.
Prokop also admitted that he didn't know how to handle her. And perhaps he was too strict.
What do you expect from a Bible thumper? Man punishes and God forgives. It never occurs to them that if man didn't punish, God wouldn't have to forgive.
Well, maybe I wouldn't hold it against him. He really tried to make sure she was well taken care of. He wanted...
And did you learn who he found?
No. I think it fell apart when Yarka started rebelling. And now, most importantly,
I didn't know that.
to make it impossible to tell she was pregnant,
May God forgive us.
Do you know who she was pregnant with? Because if we know.
she didn't tell Prokop.
It had to be someone from those dances.
Before her death,
There's nothing wrong or surprising about that.
maybe, Prokop was
That doesn't mean.
It means she had some relationship with William.
Prokop is convinced that she was murdered by that bard, William.
I heard the daughters of important men come to see him. It even went so far.
Really? But I found out you accused
What? What?
It doesn't matter.
And were you as sure then as you are now about William?
I don't think so. But he's a skirt chaser.
Perhaps. But why would.
But then he could never come back.
Why not? He could come back a year.
That's all I was able to find out.
You still found out more than I.
But it's not enough. We still don't know who the killer.
But we can agree that she was killed because of her pregnancy, can't we?
Agreed. Somebody got rid of.
I'm sure William wanted
William isn't the only man with a prick. And he.
such language.
That William isn't the only man in the city.
I'm not saying it couldn't have been him. Though I don't think.
I suppose you're right.
I managed to find stuff.
Alive?
I did. Alive.
So she's not one of our.
She is. She just managed. She said she was attacked on her way home from the baths. She heard that when she walked by, someone grabbed.
And how.
She was holding an empty pitcher, and she smashed the killer in the face.
Did she get a look at him?
No, she didn't stop to find out.
And what about the blood in the...
She cut her hand on the broken pitcher. She didn't stay in her room for long. She was still so scared that
Dużo tekstu.
she said she returned from the baths in the evening regularly, and somebody knew exactly which way she would take and where to wait for her.
You mean someone followed her beforehand to figure out where to ambush her?
Who knew that she went to the baths?
Apparently, everyone in the tavern. She didn't hide the fact. She also said she was sure it wasn't Mole. He may be a pig, but the evening she ran home, he was in bed snoring. Well, according to Stanya, the murderer had a terribly strong grip.
Doesn't almost every man have a
Depending on what they take in hand every day. A tankard, a quill, or a hammer.
Except none of our suspects are miners or blacksmiths, eh? According to Stanya, the murderer didn't say a word the entire time.
That's strange, right? I'd expect him to at least call her a whore.
The only word he uttered was when she smashed him in the face with the pitcher.
So, we're looking for a German?
Even I say Scheiße sometimes.
Besides that, she also recalled
So we have a witness.
Or an accomplice? If I remember correctly, the other one must have seen the...
I asked Stanya if she knew Prokop.
Maybe she just doesn't remember him.
I don't think Father Prokop is the type to freak.
Stanya admitted that she knows William. He flirted,
And that's probably why I wanted to kill him.
perhaps, but Stanya doesn't think so. She's sure it wasn't William, and no matter what, and that's all that Stanya told.
I'm so glad.
Me too. At least someone's...
I don't think she'll come back. I managed to find...
You found her?
No,
And where did you find her?
pretty far away. Near the mill she used to... Someone caught her in the forest when she was coming home. I reckon she put up a hell of a fight. So the killer got nervous.
So he didn't strangle her.
She'd been lying in the woods for a long time, so I couldn't really tell. But he definitely... Judging by what her accomplice said, she robbed someone good. She had so much jewelry. And what's odd is when she was murdered, the killer left her basket of valuables.
So I reckon he didn't kill...
She said someone followed her on horseback from Kuttenberg. She tried to lose him, but apparently wasn't...
On horseback? I don't suppose...
Only as a wealthy type who never got too...
that doesn't fit in with...
Father Prokop came looking for his dinner and nearly cursed her on the spot.
What did he have in common with...
He had also looked after her, but unlike Yarka, she ended up on the street. Zdena tried to rob young von Grolle. It's possible.
Von Grolle? Yeah.
that whole...
Assumptions.
I'd say it's pretty obvious. Why,
They just left the ring by her body? That's odd, isn't it?
it wasn't by her body. It was inside of it.
That's awful.
My mouth is...
So am I.
Come now, we're nearly there. We just need to find us.
Good day.
Ksiądz jest za słaby. Nie wydaje mi się, że to był ksiądz. Wilhelm też jest za słaby. Wydaje mi się, że to ten... Że to rodzinka szemrana jest.
I suspect one of the von Grolles.
What leads you to think that?
Are you sure it wasn't William?
Yarka was their maidservant until she...
Yes.
Perhaps the young...
That's possible.
Alice had a young and wealthy suitor.
True.
Yarka was pregnant. And if the father was young von Groll...
Sakura.
But William could have fucked her too.
Zdena was followed by someone on a horse. Von Grolek.
That's not so sure, is it?
But it certainly worsens the case for him.
Zdena robbed von Groll.
That's true.
It's all coming.
And that's all I can pin up.
So, do we agree that it was young?
Well, old von Groller can't do much.
So do we really agree that our most likely...
Aye.
I don't have a problem with it. Little rich boys are capable of any...
They'll just laugh at us without some...
So, you want to search...
There's nothing else we can do. There must...
We have to find some evidence.
You could sneak in there.
Or break in.
Catherine, that's not necessary. The young lad wants to learn swordsmanship, and the old one is sick, and...
So I can either pretend to be a Sawbones or a Saw...
You're a clever lad. You're...
No cóż, i wszystko na mojej głowie jak zwykle. Tak się składa, że jestem znakomitym szermierzem. I... znam się na medycynie. Henryk na wszystkim się zna. Bohater. Pobiłbym się z kimś, powalczył.
Well made pot.
Ja może tępy miecz mam? Nie, w bardzo dobrym stanie. Jest idealnym praktycznie. Znowu jestem ujebany. To tu? Długa Tadeusz.
Is this the house of the von Groll?
Yes?
I'm Henry of Skalitz. Master Menhard from France.
I'm sorry, but
Are you telling me I'm not expected?
No, this is surely my mistake. Please, come in. God be with you, sir.
Big and small.
Fine day for some fine wares. Come and take your pick.
I must admit that I didn't expect anyone so soon. Master Man...
Well, that's true. But we had an opening.
But of course. It doesn't matter.
What do you mean?
She's always trying to keep me at home. Says I go out with girls too much.
Well, maybe you're sword fighting.
Maybe. But first... Ready?
I'm not.
Really? Well, I can land you one. Ich reiß dir deinen Arsch auf! Ha!
O, schował bronię, czemu?
Well, I hope the young lord is assured he had...
Yes,
And after a few lessons, you...
I hope so.
Excellent. That's enough for today. What type of weapon?
A sword, of course. It is...
And what about a cleaver?
A cleaver and a hunting sword? My father used to have a beautiful one. I don't even know what happened to it. I wouldn't...
And what about an axe?
No!
Have you ever killed...
What kind of question?
I meant him...
How else could you have meant it?
Enough small talk. I want you to
Yes.
What are you doing here?
Co mam zrobić?
What are you sneaking around here for, you scoundrel? Well, stay close to the others. It's not safe here. What are you doing here? You aren't allowed here. You'll pay me compensation for this.
Patrzcie, ten serii trwa 5 godzin w grze. Poczekanie. Czemu to nie jest przyspieszone? Mogę to przyspieszyć jakoś? O, poszła sobie dobrze.
Excellent, excellent. Next time it'll be even better.
Kurde, trofeama.
What the hell? That's hair. All kinds of brown. I bet it belonged to those dead girls. If this isn't proof, nothing is.
Ona znowu tu siedzi. Przecież, że przespać mogę? Trochę? A czy to przyjdzie?
What are you doing? I won't have you causing trouble here. Cough up some coin.
And what if I beat you to a pulp?
Wait! Leave me alone. I won't tell anyone. Time to go.
Nie, wstań! Wstań! Kurwa, zanim on wstanie, to 3 lata miną.
Time to go. Time to go. Time to go.
Ciekawe, czy naprawili domek wreszcie, mieszkanko. I sądzę. On się przespał. To nie tu. Wyżej jest mój pokój. Kupuję dziwki.
But the old man just isn't up to it anymore.
Dobra, idę chyba do nich.
All place or not to?
Tu mogę się przespać. Nie mogę się przespać, bo drzwi zbagowane przecież. Jak się mogę przespać?
May God give you help. Greetings to you,
Well, come to your senses yet?
I'm all done in.
I need to discuss that visit to the...
Excellent.
I think we were right. Something seriously fishy there.
Well, don't keep us...
You found something there.
I certainly did.
What was it?
This. Locks of hair. All brown, but all a bit different.
Hair?
Why wouldn't it? He took them as a keep...
But nobody will believe us. We need more than just hair.
And to be honest, I don't think we're going to find anything like that.
Damn it. We're fucked.
And what about 3 witnesses?
Where are you going to find 3 witnesses when you don't...
I don't yet, but... Look, we're almost certain...
And how do you want to do that?
We'll set someone up. Some brunette.
You want to sacrifice some...
No, nobody's gonna get hurt.
The only one I can think of is Stanya.
She won't have to. I'll do it.
But you haven't
Kozak.
anything to do with him. He'll see through it and...
We'll wait until the lad's out of the house. Maybe we'll dress Catherine up a bit, and she'll go asking for the... When Hendel comes home and hears what happened, he'll come looking for her to...
I'll cause such a scene, they'll be Then we'll tell them.
If you say so. But where can we do it?
We can use one of the rooms here in the tavern. It has only... You'll be hiding across the way and jump out at the... I repeat, at the right moment.
Don't worry, we will...
Już teraz, czy będziemy musieli poczekać? O!
Where's Handel? I need to talk to him! Do you hear me? I have to talk to him about our wedding. I won't be left alone with his child.
What are you screeching about, you ninny? There's no Hendel here. Certainly not for the likes of you.
Do you hear that, folks? He fucks me from all sides. Gets me with child, and now he doesn't want to know me. Get rid of her. Disgrace. Oh, so a poor woman has to suffer because of a man's lust. As if it wasn't already bad enough before.
What lies are you spouting, you strumpet? Goodman Hendel never laid eyes on you. Besides, you're too old for him. Nobody will believe your lies.
Old am I? He came to me himself because he wanted a mature woman to breed with. And he never even pulled it out. And he filled me up like a wineskin. Suit yourself. I'll give you some time to think it over. But either you come up with an offer of marriage by evening, or first thing in the morning I'll go to the bailiff. And I'll be damn sure to get justice from him.
Ja czy będę miał tutaj jakąś decyzyjność? O, kotek rybkę je. To będzie po prostu cały filmik tylko. A sobie sama poradzi, coś czuję, dobrze.
It's open.
I've come to talk with you.
Where's Handel?
Hendel, you wanton whore! Debauching my son! A nanny goat like you! The others were at least young, but you!
Ona zabija, nie on.
I have to endure. A husband with both feet in the grave and a son who'll fuck anything with a hole in it. Slice her up so no one will recognize her, and in case what she says is true, gut her too.
Gutting, is it? I could help you with that.
Get that bitch, you fool!
You piece of shit!
Kurwa, czemu miecz? Miecz wyjmij, no! To jest.
Before I finish you off, I have to ask. What?
I'll tell you, because
What's right?
all those
Confess then.
Not enough! There's always more who just like that companion of yours. She...
Oh, you're completely mad.
Don't take the Lord's name...
Then I suppose we'll be meeting... It was all Mandalina's idea, wasn't it?
Can you blame her? That first harlot was all... That bastard of hers wasn't Hendel. Now he knows very well, luckily, that...
And Mandalina just came to you like that, out of the blue. And you immediately obeyed her.
Well, one time, and that she'd started an affair with Master Hendel, while she was also spreading her legs for others in the evenings.
Go on.
That she deserved to die for all her sin.
You know that's not true. Stan, you hardly knew Hendel, and you still tried...
Rubbish. I saw it with my... He might have met the alehouse wench by chance, but they were intimate together.
Well, she might have been convinced, but that doesn't mean she was right. That girl had a...
That's even worse. He surely wasn't a... And she would even cheat on our master.
Don't worry. I'm not going to kill you.
I'm not worried. I'll have you. They were all nobodies anyways.
Oh, shut your mouth already.
We can't just kill her.
What?
Catherine, wait.
What should I wait for? I'm gonna cut that bitch's throat.
How dare you?
Shut up.
Let her speak. I have some questions.
I'll tell you nothing, you serpent.
If you won't speak now, then the executioner will loosen your... But why wait, right? I'll cut your ear...
No!
Why did you do...
Don't blaspheme.
Come on, answer him or it's...
My husband, he drank a lot, ran around with whores.
And why kill those girls? Why not just...
I tried, but he wouldn't listen to me. He told me he...
So your own son didn't listen to you? And you...
Who seduced him and emboldened him with their brazenness? If they wanted to whore themselves out, they'll pay...
And what about Hendel?
That I was taking care of his immortal soul and eliminating his...
He's going to jump for joy. His mother, a mad woman.
Speak politely to me.
Henry, if you have any more questions, you'd better ask them.
And what about the hair in Hendel's chest? You tried...
Well, he kept asking about those whores of his. So we always brought him a lock of...
Well, you didn't find that strange?
Out of sight, out of mind. He always...
There was no blood where Alice was found. Where did you kill them?
That was up to Thaddeus. He told me something about an abandoned barn. I only told him to cut them up thoroughly.
Why?
Why? As a warning. So those whores knew what awaited them. To put the fear of God in them.
Do you realize you also killed girls who...
That's not possible. I saw them...
And what about that alehouse wench?
That strumpet. I saw how she treated him.
But she really had nothing to do with him.
She wouldn't have smiled at him the way she did if she... And better sooner than later. That trollop in our service even got us.
And what about Zdenna? All she did...
She fawned over him like all the others. He even gave her... She deserved it. She...
I'd better stop asking questions.
Burn in hell! All of...
What'll we do with her now?
Let's take her to the bailiff.
We don't have to go anywhere.
But we can't do that. She has to...
Did you hear her? I mean, she hasn't got her head on straight.
Don't you dare judge me.
Shut your mouth, you sow. You judged and punished some
Our Lord directed me.
Do you hear that? And you want to...
But that's not justice. It's... Henry, won't you...
I told you, don't you...
Put away that knife, Catherine.
Don't tell me you'd let her get away with it.
She's not going to get away with anything. She killed so many people.
That's right. We caught her in the act and she...
Of course they can. It's I scratch your...
That won't happen.
You can't guarantee a thing. You're not the bailiff.
She's right, though. We can't just let her out into the streets. And if not, then you can always go and pay her a visit, right?
All right then, you last of the righteous. Take that viper away and may God protect you if...
Don't worry.
Well, this was a lot stranger than I... Do you think we did the right thing?
I'm not sure. Can we just be quiet?
As you wish.
Biedna.
But still, it was damned odd.
Aye, that it was.
Tell us, Lumiere. How did it turn out?
Did it end well? Oh, we're not going to get into trouble now, are we?
It ended well, and I didn't even tell anyone about you.
I'm surprised it worked out. Both of them must have...
Well, if it came to it, I would have had to bring you both in as witnesses.
They didn't
Sort of. The servant shouted that he was forced into it by Mandalina.
My God!
Oh, if she had an ounce of sense, she would never have started murdering.
Thaddeus will hang. No doubt about that.
I knew.
She'll be punished. And not...
And what were you doing?
It's true I've made amends in the eyes of the law, but...
Won't you go back to...
No, it didn't help anything, did it? If I had just...
Don't fret. It was a
Yes. You helped me when I was in need, and didn't even know it.
Helping others is the best thing a person...
And what will you do, Catherine?
My work isn't done yet. I have to work in the tavern here, and then we'll see.
W sensie być szpiegiem dalej, tak? Dla Ziszki i całej bandy.
Do you think we could have done...
Everything can always be done better.
Catherine is right. I'll still be kicking myself.
That's not entirely true.
I'm talking about innocent people. No.
Well...
Thank you, lad. You prevented future murders.
I thank you both.
Here you are, as a keepsake.
Yes, here is a reward, Henry. And Lumiere.
Tarcza kuttenberskiego rycerza. Piękna tarcza. Gorsza ty co mam. Herbowa pana.
I don't understand.
We women.
What?
No, you rogue.
It'd be good to learn a few...
I can't now.
I'd like to...
I can't.
Dobra. Zajęło mi to więcej czasu niż się spodziewałem.
I'm always glad to see polite people like you. God be with you.
Będzie ten quest nowy, czy nie?
My God!
Nie jeszcze. Może później kiedyś. Gdzie jest karczmasz? Idę spać i jutro się zajmę głównym questem.
Greetings.
I need...
It would be... And...
I need to...
All right.
Let's talk... What would you say?
That's... a great... And
Work...
the guest rooms are up...
Why the hell do they pour the beer on the table?
Koty się wbiją.
Are we going to have gruel again tonight?
Breja z garnka. Czyli w ogóle nie chce ze mną gadać. Nie wiem, kiedy się ten quest aktywuje. Może muszę fabułę pocisnąć do przodu.
Greetings. What brings you?
What's new?
Nothing much. If you care.
A on jeszcze ten quest będzie miał dla mnie. Goliat. A na dole jest chyba, tak?
I'm sorry. I wasn't paying attention.
Tak.
I'm sorry!
Christ almighty.
Dobra, nie wiem gdzie on jest. Później się zjawi.
God bless.
Dobra, to my kończymy. To był fajny quest. Dzięki, że oglądaliście. Do następnego, cześć!